Now, in the case, so you see you're free to either do or not do. Okay? You're not under a compulsion. But as soon as you react, usually with resentment, now all of a sudden you've fallen into the realm of compulsivity. You either have to do it resentfully, grudgingly, see, or guiltily, feeling guilt for having resented them, then you do it to appease the guilt, see, or you rebel and don't do it. See, a lot of people rebel, don't they? A lot of teenagers, they rebel because people have been bossy and they didn't know this little secret. It's actually in a couple of my books. Okay. I think it's in Putting the Forever Back in Love. I think it's in that book. A whole chapter. So now you get the idea. So now let's listen to what Viktor Frankl said again. Between the stimulus and the response, there is a space. Remember what I said? Take a step back, let a heartbeat go by. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. It's absolutely brilliant. So now do you understand what he's saying? This is a real thing. It's very real. You can put this into practice today. Okay? The next time somebody asks you to do something, take a mental step back. Let a heartbeat go by. And then if it's the right thing to do. So in the example of the teenager, his mom asked him to take the garbage out, but she said it in a mean or bossy way, okay? In the past, he's always been tempted to resent her. Now, he learned this little secret. So she asked him to take the garbage out. He takes a mental step back, and he pauses. And he sees that it's the right thing to do. It's right for him to take the garbage out. Never mind whether his mom asked him in a nice way or a mean way or a syrupy sweet way or a condescending way, or never mind any of that. It's right for him to do so, so he does it. Or he sees that he can do it as a kindness to help his mom, so he does it. Okay? Or it's his duty, so he does it. You see? Not because she told him willfully to do it, but because he sees that it's wise to do so. Then he takes it out. Now, when he takes it out, she'll think that he's doing it because she told him to. Okay? Well, let her think what she will. Doesn't matter. He knows in his heart that he was self-impelled, that he moved from what he saw was wise. Here's another example. You're driving along, and all of a sudden there's something up ahead, and there's a flag person there, with an orange vest. And the flag person directs you to turn, okay? But the flag person does it in an impatient way, okay? And so you let a heartbeat go by, and you see that it's the wise thing to do. It's the right thing to do. It's the law, okay? So you see that, and so you do. You go ahead and turn as he directed you, because it's the right thing to do. It's the wise thing to do. Okay? Your boss asks you to do something, and you let a heartbeat go by, and then is it the wise thing to do? Okay? Well, it probably is. Unless he's asking you to do something wrong, and then if it's wrong, then you say no. But if it's not wrong, then it's probably, most of the time, it is the wise thing to do. So you do it. See how simple? But you're doing it because you see that it's wise. So this is very important. If you get this, once you get it, you say, oh, I get it. Then you can put it into practice. It'll make your life so much better. You'll become your own person. And that's freedom. There's freedom in moving from within, being self-impelled, self-directed, self-motivated. So you have to learn to take a step back and then move from your own center. Okay? This is so important. Let me read it again. Okay? So you don't miss it. It's brilliant. This is Viktor Frankl. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. See? So now you ask yourself, okay, do you want to grow as an animal? If you go around reacting, getting angry, becoming resentful, getting your feelings hurt, taking umbrage, see, and then acting, and then angrily rebelling, or doing it angrily or resentfully, or doing it out of guilt because of the resentment. See, in a lot of people, in a lot of families, everything is done out of guilt. Everybody resenting everybody else, and then they do it out of guilt. And it looks like love, but it's out of guilt. Wouldn't it be much better to actually flow from within with real love? See, then you'll be gracious. Okay. I forgot what I was going to say now. But you see, so oh yes, I remember. So ask yourself, do you want to grow as an animal? See, when you react, that's what animals do. They react. They react, and then it's fight or flight or freeze or whatever. They react. Okay? And it's perfectly natural for animals to do so. They don't feel guilty. Animal doesn't feel guilty when it reacts. But a human being is not supposed to react. We're supposed to flow from what is wise, from what is right, from what is common sense, from what is fair, which you see within. And then you move, see, in your own time and space. You're your own person. People will respect you. Oh, how people will respect you. See, when you move in your own time and space with strength and grace and patience instead of anger. And your body will be so much happier rather than being upset all the time. So ask yourself, do you want to grow as an animal? Because remember Viktor Frankl talked about growth. So if you keep responding angrily, then you grow as an animal, as a beast. See? And eventually a fatigued beast and a sick beast from all the stress from reacting. And a guilty beast. Or do you want to grow in grace, in wisdom? See, to have an inner person fashioned. See, what's in you now has been fashioned through a life of reacting to tease and challenge. How about a new person inside growing in grace and wisdom and love and patience? And it occurs in that instant.